We are live. This is your Good Friday market update. I am your host, Bill Noble. When's the best time to talk about crypto? When it's up? That sure is fun. But the best time to talk about crypto, if you're an analyst or a trader, is when it's down. Talk about it when it's down, because how long is it going to stay down? A day? 2 days? Maybe 3 days if you're lucky. If you need a roadmap in crypto, subscribe to this channel. Turn on alerts so you know when we're going live. And if the content works for you, hit the like button. Why should you stay here? I'm going to tell you the future of money, the future of technology, real world assets, Bitcoin ETF and other ETFs. These are not theory. They are happening now, and the market is giving you an opportunity to get in some of the altcoins for April. Now, speaking of altcoins, where we have altcoins every day, and we published a list of AI coins that all went up. When nobody was talking about AI, we were talking about AI, and that's in my Patreon group. Patreon.com/unhinged crypto. The link is in the description down below, and we have this very subtle QR code that you could scan with your phone and get there. As one Canadian user said, the Patreon's cheaper than a fruit plate. It's $15 a month, and then we have all kinds of premium reports in the shop as well, but you can get in the altcoin game. You can get watch lists, podcasts, charts all day, every day. Check it out. Do it when the market is down. Okay, today, we're going to be talking about altcoins for April. We're going to be talking monthly charts, quarterly charts, because it's the end of the quarter. But first, let me just answer a quick question. Why is the market gyrating today? Why is some sectors up, some sectors down, and it's crazy? Because it's the end of the quarter, right? At the end of a quarter, like especially as things become more institutional in crypto, you have a lot of adjusting of positions with hedge funds, the BlackRocks, the Bitcoin ETF. These things create volatility in markets that may not mean much, although they are a serious opportunity. Let's welcome who's here. Yappy says, Bill for president. You know what? I would do it. I would absolutely do it. Absolutely do it. Richard Berry, let's go. John, buy the dips. The Fuzz Crypto, congratulating me on 10,600 subscribers, but who's counting? All right. Schiller is here. Osario with the congrats. Rugby Performance Lab. Endless Hope from Romania in the house. Ave Medina, salute to the Spartans of the 300 in the Patreon group. That number is going up. It is going up. Paco, Jorge, Don't Ask 6, coming in from Twitter. Welcome. Bull Runner is here. DC Precise. Yes, we definitely have the shredded look going on the thumbnail. Okay. Rave Song Records says he's happy to be on the air on Friday. Robert taking his lunch break with some Notorious love. Germany in the house. NSO Skull coming in from Twitter says, I would vote for Bill. Well, before I get on a ticket, let's vote with the like button and get on over there in Patreon. The more you help me, the more I can help you. YouTube intern and Trisha are here. Okay, news. Not messing around today. Let's go. 3 AI crypto firms are said to near deal to merge tokens. Let me explain it to you very simply. I have heard this guy talk a year ago at Consensus. I may have said this before. I'm going to say it again. I asked this guy a question, and he gave me an answer that I wish and his people wish they had recorded about the decentralized AI ecosystem, which includes DeFi and metaverse and everything that this guy's going to create so that when artificial general intelligence is created, the people get a piece. Simple as that. And if they want to merge and make an entity where AI, the people get a piece, the valuation of that should be NVIDIA-like. It should be stratospheric. And it's happening right now. Like I said, any AI token that we've brought up, they've all mooned, they've all gone up, and the small caps are flying now. flying. This is happening, and the value of the ecosystem, and I'm talking all of crypto, right? All of crypto. This guy could wind up being the Steve Jobs of crypto, believe it or not. BlackRock coming in with the ETF and tokenized assets means the value of the entire ecosystem could rise to 3 trillion and beyond. Crypto as an asset class is undervalued. It's underappreciated and it's undervalued. People inside crypto are bullish and are frantically trying to get long. So if you think everyone's long yet, okay, maybe everyone's long in the world of meme coins, maybe, okay, but everyone is not long in the quality coins that are going to make generational wealth over time the same way it did in equities. Okay, I have met this guy. Okay, I have met this guy personally. Now, it's not a commercial for Singularity Net. That's AGIX. It's a commercial for having an undervalued crypto market, period. Crypto lobbyists are on maneuvers, according to the media. Nothing like everybody trying to say negative things about crypto. Heaven forbid we should have a voice. We do have a voice, but as long as the media is covering it in a not so positive fashion, I'm okay with it. Now, on a different angle, you're probably out there going, oh my God, I got to get long crypto. Oh my God, am I long enough? Oh my God, where's the support point in Ondo and Jupiter? That's what you're doing. And that's the right thing to do, even if it feels bad. Because you know what they're doing in Legacy? They're going, I wonder if I should invest in the Bitcoin ETF. I wonder if I should get into crypto. Notice the second headline says, UK investors still cannot invest directly. So they don't know if they should get long and if they may not be able to get long. Gee, I wonder who's going to wind up paying $100K for Bitcoin. Here they are. Here they are. You're like, oh my God, I got to get long now. And that's good. As long as they don't get crazy, that's good. Because there are a bunch of people sitting around going, yeah, I'm eventually going to get to it. A flock of them flew over that time. What a sunny day. Yeah, okay. How about 80K Bitcoin to change your mind? How about 80K? Shrinkflation. Shrinkflation is coming for your Easter egg. So you don't know what to do in crypto. You just tuned into the show. You just got here. You're like, look at this guy with a Gillette. He's talking about crypto. What do I do? Well, here's what you do. You figure out what the media is saying. You read the first 20 pages of a chart book. Maybe you read the first 60. And then off you go. Whatever the media says, do the opposite. So what's the media wound up today on Good Friday? Well, gee, let's talk about inflation on your Easter basket. Okay. And then what does the media want to talk about? How about U.S. inflation rises to 2.5%? Breaking news from the Financial Times. The grocery store's a nightmare. Please tell us something we don't know. As a matter of fact, you're in exactly the right place to be told something that you don't know. That's why you listen to the market update. And of course, I am happy to have you. And I'm grateful that you're here. For anybody else who's out there, the royal you in the universe, who are you listening to? Because I got something to say. Everyone's talking about inflation. No one's talking about the pace of rapid rate cuts. No one's talking about that day when Jerome Powell's feet hit the floor when he gets out of bed and goes, oh no, I got to cut rates 3 times in 2 months right now. Oh no, I'm behind the curve on rate cuts. Just like I was behind the curve on rate hikes. They're behind the curve on rate cuts because the grocery store is a nightmare. Whatever their excuse is, that's fine. But what happens to crypto? Like, okay, you're getting shaken out. You don't know what to do. It's volatile. You don't know if you should get involved in Bitcoin at 70. I understand these things are difficult. That's why you watch the show. But let me ask you this. What happens if Powell's got to wake up and cut rates 3 times over summer? Right? The Treasury is issuing a lot of bonds. We'll get to that in a moment. And people are buying them. Why? Maybe smart money thinks rates are going to go lower. Rates down, crypto up. Remember last year and a half, rates up, crypto down? I'll save you having to take an economics class. Lower rates help speculative assets. The expectation of lower rates helps speculative assets. Okay? Let's do this one. Dogwifhat Dogwifhat becomes the third largest meme coin. Okay, so this guy's cute and everybody wants one of these hats, including me probably. All right, and this thing has mooned and everybody feels like they missed out and they're chasing it. But here's the real thing about this. Meme coins, like any speculative asset in equities, it's called Russell 2000, right? When the speculative coins and stocks move first, everything else follows. So it's less about, hey, let's do this meme coin, although I am a monster Doge bull, along with a lot of other smart people. This thing leads the market. This is the leader of the market. I know we got Larry Fink, we got the guy from Singularity, but this guy is the one that pushes the launch button on the NASA rocket. This guy did. And if the whole market follows the type of trajectory, valuation, like I would say, I think it's accurate to say that this little guy managed to push the definition of what a meme coin could be worth, and more importantly, how fast it can get there. So if we have this thing trading the way it is, where it makes front page news, why can't we have Render at 30? How about Doge at $1 and then Doge at $4 because everyone comes in and fades it? Like, what happens if Doge is meme coin Bitcoin? As in, it's the only thing big enough to become a full-fledged monetary network. Now, Vitalik, the founder of Ethereum, has a few things to say about meme coins. All the way up and all the way down is not what he's really into. And I kind of like how he puts it mathematically when he says, I have zero tolerance for meme coins that are either rug pulls or it's exciting for month end, like November, or like 1 month and then leaves everyone upset in month end +1. Okay? Speculating is fun. Speculating is good. Getting your head messed up because you forgot or you think everyone's made money except you, okay, that's a mistake. That's a mistake. Okay? That's a mistake. Big caps are out there. Now, stablecoin delistings in another country spell changes for crypto exchanges. Note the media they love their negative crypto news. And I'm going to say one thing about Ethereum. We're going to cover it in the charts in a minute. Do you realize Ethereum is back where it was before FTX started? That's it. It's only managed to unwind the bearish excess, which, ended with the sentencing of, one of the lead actors in that drama. Can't we go beyond that? And if Ethereum can go beyond that, what about the rest of the market? Speaking of the rest of the market, let's talk about, like almost your April preview. Like, where do you want to be? Where do you want to be? Well, you want to be everywhere, but you want to be there one section at a time, one sector at a time. And this is your market update. This is not investment advice. This is the less stylish version of my Patreon. Patreon.com Unhinged Crypto. Join the Spartans. Make the Market Update Nation the biggest nation in crypto. Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash. What? Why are we talking about Bitcoin Cash? Well, because it's up only. Why is it up only? Well, it's available on Venmo, and everyone's hitting the green button, and they might make it an ETF and functional, fast versions of Bitcoin, the future of money. This is the impact of WIF. The rising tide, the speculative asset. Like, oh, well, if we're going to put Doge, Bitcoin Cash, and Litecoin into an ETF, whether they do or not, Bitcoin Cash could wind up at 750, right? And even on the next big lurch, I don't know, maybe you take profits here, but maybe you let it ride and let it, just kind of melt up. Litecoin. How about a little Coinbase boomer action? There's a 13 top on this DeMark quantitative system. Question: how many days did it work? How about two? So you get a top signal, you got 2 days to get involved. And then Litecoin is mini God candle. Target 125. That target was drawn by this topping system saying that if it gets wild, it'll go to 125. More on Litecoin. This is, don't laugh, a quarterly chart. Each bar is 3 months. This is a moving average drawn by a quantitative system. That moving average sits at 106, which on March 29th, midday, that's where Litecoin is. So you mean if Litecoin closes the quarter or the end of March above 106, that Litecoin could be a monster mover for April or May or June or all three? Yes. Yeah, that's what I'm telling you, right? Because what has rallied this year? Stuff that no one understands, no one likes, and no one owns, right? WIF. Real world assets. No one wanted to touch it. AI, everybody forgot about it. You know, the consensus was like, you know, everyone was like, let's trade on Solana, right? And a lot of people got hurt. Meanwhile, there was this base season. I talked about this, right? There were meme coins and there were things on base, Coinbase's layer 1 that perked up. It's like everyone looks over here and the rally is over there. My job is to get that head on a swivel in the right direction. Litecoin monthly. This could be the first wave up. This decline could be the second wave down. This could be the third wave up, which is a nice way of saying month after month after month. This thing is breaking out above 95. I think the minimum target is 160. Again, what's Litecoin? It's fast Bitcoin, period. Full stop. Solana, a bird on a wire getting ready to fly. What does that mean? Well, a moving average is just that. It moves. It can be a 9-day moving average, you know, the average of the last 50 days, and it's just plotted out over time. Chart book, page 20. Okay, when you sit on top of the moving average, it's like a bird on a wire getting ready to fly, right? That's the jargon. That means it's on support and it's ready to go. So Solana, what's going to happen with Solana? I don't know. Maybe they're going to do it Easter Sunday night. Maybe they're going to do it the Monday after Easter when Europe is off. I don't know. All I know is that when Solana goes, it's going to go and go and go to like 230 or beyond. It's just doing this whole like frustrate you thing because it's been sitting here doing nothing for 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 days of nothing. And if you go back here, that's even been nothing because it went up and unwound. So Solana's been sitting between 150 and 180, just waiting. And when it goes, not only is Solana going to go up, but the whole cross-chain narrative is going to go up. That's STX, Rune, etc. We'll get to that. Bitcoin, it's your lucky, lucky, lucky day. It's a 13 top on the 4-hour chart, which means you should get probably a multi-day break in Bitcoin, meaning Bitcoin may not do much, which is convenient because you have a head and shoulders bottom. A head and shoulders bottom is 3 attempts to push a market down. When the bears can't push it down and keep it down, the bulls counterattack, the bears get hosed, and you wind up with a very robust rally where everybody who is bearish on here has to get out, leading to a move potentially to 75K. So how nice that they're going to give you a day or two to get ready. Also, be advised, around holiday times, Western holidays, like today they're doing a down move on Good Friday. There may be an Easter Sunday move. I'm guessing that could be higher. If it's not, then it's not only Easter, it's Christmas. But it could be a dramatic move higher. Crypto markets love to get you after you've eaten dinner when you're trying to be with your family and you're trying to rest and the festivities are finally over and you're like, okay. And you look at your phone and it's moving 20% and hedge funds are running into the office. I mean, Memorial Day, Thanksgiving, any Western holiday, I've seen it. And it could happen again. And the beautiful thing is the market is potentially giving you 1 to 2 days to get ready. Ethereum at 3,900. Here was the topping signal where I screamed to my audience, get to the chopper, get out, get out, get out, get out. After 2 months of everyone trying to tell me that everything was okay. This was a very hard 2 months. It's hard to go on TV every day and go get out. It doesn't give you a lot of room. Okay, but they kept squeezing it. They squeezed it. They squeezed it. They squeezed it. Finally, I got the 13 top in April. Sell in May and go away. Get to the chopper. Read the prayer of the sheepdog. Anything I could think of to get people out. And then it vaporized. Now, here we are. We're back again. We're back again. Nothing has happened. What's happening in Ethereum over the last 2 years? Literally nothing. Nothing. Okay, well, time for a fresh start. So here's the first question. You have a monthly resistance point at 3,900, and you have a couple days left to go in the month. Huh. I wonder if they're going to go for that. I wonder if this could be the Easter Sunday sleeper. You just kind of wake up in a thin market, and Solana and Ethereum are just off to the races while Bitcoin hangs out. I mean, you really think they're only going to take one shot at this level? This is an automated level drawn by the DeMark system. So we're only going to take one shot at it, huh? I think ETH 7,000. So, ETH 4,000 seems achievable. Let's put it that way. Aero, okay, a big Coinbase parabolic. 38% retracement is at $1.27. Okay, so this was a big winner. Everybody got sucked in at the top, and now they're dropping it. What is the point? The point is, when do you look at crypto? When you're FOMOing it in or when they're dropping it? There's a guy on YouTube I respect. He says, make them sell it to you at a good price. They're selling it to you at a good price. Right? You draw a support. I mean, there was another guy on Twitter who I respect. This guy was like, you know what? It's a bull market. Draw a trend line, grab your bag, let's go. Find a chart point, get it when it's down, let's go. Now, this may or may not work out, but this is the game that you need to play. This is why you watch the market update. This is why you're in Patreon. March 30th, I show as a possible inflection point for total crypto market cap. The symbol is total in TradingView, to absolutely ramp itself based on this pattern match I did, I believe, from the bear market in total. There should be one final, not just a final, but there should be a vertical ramp here to either 2.6 or I think it should be 3T, 3 trillion. How many companies, little ChatGPT action for you when you get off the stream. How many US companies are worth more than 2.5 trillion? How many US companies are worth more than 3 trillion? So are you telling me that crypto is not worth 3 trillion with all the things I talked about at the start of the stream? Right? AI mergers, Larry and friends coming in, bringing all of Wall Street, future of money moving, not a theory. In 2020, it was a theory. Now it's moving. Are you telling me this is not worth 3 trillion? Please. ETH, tactical. Everyone's afraid of 3,600. Hey, I got an idea. Here's an idea. Okay, so if you're sitting on support like a bird on a wire, that's easy or relatively easy. Now, a lot of crypto is consolidating just below resistance points. I mean, it's either sitting on support or hugging resistance just below it. And frequently what happens is, when you hug resistance, once you go through it, you just explode. And the trade location, ironically, is to buy whatever dip it gives you below resistance. Now, ETH just happens to be a catchy example with this GAN line at 3,600, but this is pervasive across crypto. Like, what are the best altcoins for April? The ones sitting on support or sitting below resistance? Period. XRP sitting below resistance at 66 cents. I do not want to give up on this. I know people are frustrated. They're probably watching Litecoin and Bitcoin Cash and they're in tears, but it's not backing off. It's not, people don't want to pay higher prices, but it's not backing off. Here's my point about XRP. If you get stopped out, that's one thing. Don't let them bore you out of trades, and don't get off a train that's moving higher just for the sake of it. If you need to buy something or you're going to take partial profits and leave a moonbag, that's different. But don't just give up on something, whether it's, if it's not mooning. Like if it's stopping you out, it's stopping you out. But if it's not stopping you out, leave it. Because you never know. Because like Doge, right? Like Doge was dead. This was boomer meme coin. No one wanted it. It was all about the new stuff on Solana, whatever, right? The bigger the base, the higher into space. Doge has done nothing. You could say for almost 2.5 years, nothing. Then all of a sudden you woke up, every chart formation, every long-term chart. I mean, this is going to $1. And then everyone's going to fade it, and then it's going to go to $3 because it's money. This was stupid. This was Dogwifhat 2 years ago. It was like, oh, yeah, okay, the doggy coin. Wow, that's funny. You know, I said to myself, Elon's going to bring everything over to Austin, and we're going to have doggy money as the official money of Austin, Texas. How nice. Kind of facetiously. Now, I'd be like, oh, wow, you know, we'd have a high quality meme coin like Doge in our city. That would be awesome. See how perceptions have changed? You telling me this is worth 22 cents? Are you telling me that any of these automated DeMark support resistance lines from back in 2021 and 2022 are going to stop these big coins? It didn't stop Bitcoin. I don't think it's going to stop ETH. And this God candle in Doge isn't a God candle. The God candle is probably coming. Because as money gets allocated, as hedge funds go, okay, we didn't get WIF. What are we going to do now? They're going to do Doge. Because Doge is big enough to be money. It's big enough to be money. Not just, you know, a fun speculative asset. Money. Solana breaking out above a monthly, this is the same line. Same type of line. This is where the bear market started. Solana closes above 180 on a monthly basis. All systems go. Top altcoins for April, the stuff that can just gap and go in days. Days, right? In other words, how many dips do you think they're going to give you before you don't get any dips for 10 days? Dip, 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 dip. Up, oh, I'll get a 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 dip. Oh my God, I'm not getting any dips. Dip. Play that 3 times fast, right? That's exactly how it works. They're giving you dips, and then when there are no more dips, there are no more dips. Period. Rune. Look, they're giving you a dip. The cross-chain narrative. What is the value of the cross-chain narrative? What was the value of all of DeFi in 2020 at the high? Oh my God, right? In some ways, I don't want you to trade the last cycle. I don't want you to be in some kind of panic mode where you think you have to get in before it spikes up and then goes to zero. Everyone is doing that. That is the wrong mentality. The right mentality is to realize that the top sectors reached valuations that were unbelievable. The market is just doing it here, piece by piece, sector by sector, week by week. Rune, cross-chain trading, cross-chain DeFi. Had a nice rally, huge rally. And what's it done lately? Nothing. What did it do in March? Nothing. Nothing. Okay, $8.90 is a technical level. What are they doing with it? Oh, well, they're going below it and stopping everyone out and making you upset. Making you upset. Don't let me forget to do VRA for Rudy. Okay, they're making you upset. Like it goes up, they make you upset. You feel like you missed it, you FOMO in, it goes down. You try to buy the dip, it goes below the support point, you get upset. By the way, no one said bull markets are easy. TEN-STOFL, it's an acronym. There's no such thing as a free lunch. I know everyone's telling you the bull market is easy. It's not. Guys who find these small caps, they've been doing research for years. Traders who can get on big moves and stay on big moves have to keep from getting shaken out. Stan Druckenmiller, just is a famous hedge fund manager, said, I put all my eggs in one basket and watch that basket very closely. And you know what? They could never shake Stan out, and Stan never had a down year in equities. Never. He got it on the way up and on the way down. Don't let them, if you get stopped out on a trade, that's one thing. This is not an excuse for bad risk management. Don't let them shake you out. It's nature, right? A market is a natural force. You're an animal in a tree and you're holding on, and the tree blows with the wind. The tree shakes, right? And let the weaker creatures climb down or fall out of the tree. Your job is to hold on to the tree. Don't let them shake you out. Oh my God. Now you want to talk about a little bit of TA pain. So here's LimeWire, an AI coin, which, you know, in Patreon, we found it, right? But then I was like, I don't know about the chart. It's like it got to support, but I chickened out because it didn't stay above support. I was like, well, this is highly speculative. I don't know about this. And of course, what happened? You tell me, you cover your eyes and don't look at the chart and tell me what happened. Up 60%, right to a big fib number at $1.47. These type of levels have been resistance, but you know what? If they get silly with this later on, it can wind up long-term at 2.5. You blow it off, you ignore it, you get shaken out, it's going to go. It's been happening to me. It's been happening to you. It's been happening to everybody. Aero. Okay. Again, we covered this support at 130. I do think it's interesting that they were afraid of $2.04. They were afraid of $2. Okay. If $1.30 holds, the next time it turns up, if it turns up, they probably won't be afraid of $2. Okay. Okay. Here's WIF on a 90-minute basis. Not a huge shelf life, but it should take a break. That's what that 13 top means. Okay. Is this a little bit excessive? Yes. If I got to do something speculative, I'd rather do Doge or when. But if this doesn't act like a top, I mean, again, I think the bid's going to go somewhere else, but you want to be careful and look and see, okay, this thing should stop. Does it? Does it go into a range or does it keep going? I would prefer it stopped and let other coins rally. That seems to be more in line with the theory. Something to pay attention to. Ondo, real world assets on the blockchain. Okay, now kind of a consensus position. We showed it to Patreon. Believe it or not, a friend of mine brought it up to me. I showed it to Patreon in February, and this thing shook you out every day, every week, every month. Okay, here was a DeMark 9 top. It couldn't rally. It came off. Here's a DeMark 9 top. And you know what? If it comes off and then turns around and starts going up again, you're looking at a 2-week up move. If not, maybe it's a repeat of this, or maybe it's just sideways. Do not get in the way of this real world asset rally, particularly with these coins like Ondo that big hedge funds can start going after because they're just bigger and there's more liquidity. Ondo on a 90-minute chart, again, won't have a shelf life, but a pre-Easter bottom is very possible. And again, what has this thing done over the last 3 days? Nothing, right? Everyone was like, oh my God, the BlackRock announcement. Okay, one rally, but everybody who was already long took profits. Everyone was like, oh my God, I got to get over here. Meanwhile, over here, the AI coins that we were pounding the table on, no one looked at them. And then boom, that merger announcement comes out and it's the other way. Do not underestimate this crypto bull market's ability to create its own catalysts. Every day you're going to come in here and somebody's going to try to make an announcement. One announcement a week, one announcement a month. There's a big crypto event going on for the eclipse in early April, consensus after that in May. What do you think? All these mutual fund companies going to sit around and let BlackRock eat their lunch? I don't think so. Render. Hey, anybody remember this coin? The leader in the AI space? What's it done lately? Nothing. This is the second or third time this has happened this year, where Render just goes, meh, I'm not interested. I don't want to play. The whole month of March is infuriating. Like AI rallies, Render does nothing. Meanwhile, Render's making a diamond, which is one of the most powerful forces in all of TA. And the closer, if the breakout is close to the apex, that makes the breakout even more powerful. Notice this horizontal line is a fib number, and render is doing what? Consolidating just below resistance. I think we talked about that. And what happens when it goes through? Oh, it just explodes. I mean, the diamond target is like, 15. Okay. The fib target is 18, and there's one above that. This is multi-coin capital infrastructure for AI. Originally, it was metaverse. Now it's an AI play. And everyone has rallied, and this one hasn't. So what do you think is going to happen here, to be honest with you? Right? What happens when this goes, particularly if everyone's like over here, it's like, oh, look, meme coins. Oh, renders over here. Oh, I'm looking over here, but it's really over here. You follow what I'm saying? Ravencoin. Oh my God, this is such a boomer real world asset play. Not even funny. One of my favorite coins from 2017. Rounding bottom, explosive 40% move today. The all-time high of this thing, let's just say it's way above where it is right now. What goes up? The thing that no one likes, the thing that no one owns, the thing that no one understands. Aave. No one likes this. ETH-based DeFi. Should this go with real-world assets on the blockchain? I don't know. If everybody's got to start buying layer ones, if everybody's got to start buying big cap cryptos, what are they going to do with it? They just going to let it sit around, or are they going to like try to get 3% on it? Like, if the Fed has to cut rates because there are issues with, I don't know, everybody and debt. Let's just say it's called a debt problem. That's what Ray Dalio calls it. So you have a debt problem. Okay. So does Aave as a decentralized kind of banking system start to make sense? Well, you got a teacup and handle, and it looks like they're buying every dip. PolyX or Polymesh. You want to talk about boomer and frustration. This was the original security token play, Polymath. Fascinating how they did the parabolic breakout, and now it's come back. So I don't know. Maybe it's, maybe it's overdone. Maybe it's just so boomer, no one wants it. Or it's going to hit support and turn around and did what Ravencoin did. No one owns it. No one likes it. Right? No one knows how to buy it. Those are like the top three. STX, layer 2 on Bitcoin. A diamond formation. Broke out. Everyone excited. Everyone attention goes somewhere else. And then the next thing you notice goes from 3.5 to 4. What's a good altcoin for April? An altcoin that rallied in January that didn't rally in March. So not kidding. Like, you do not need a technical analysis textbook or a CFA to know these things. You do not. What's something that the market liked that is consolidating that hasn't gone up yet? And that's the market update. Okay. Let's see what we got going on in the chat. Oh, yeah, Rudy, VRA. I forgot VRA. Can you believe it? And I'm even going to remember to share screen. It must be the season of miracles that I remembered to share screen. Okay, what's happening in VRA? Okay. So, frustration trades. People selling rallies indiscriminately. Now, I want Rudy's coin to go up. This is still a possible head and shoulders bottom. Okay. But notice every time this goes up, they sell it. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Now, that sounds bad, but there's a support shelf down here from February. And if they keep selling it and they don't break it, just like these things that hang just below resistance, if they keep selling it and they don't break it, that gives bulls the opportunity to counterattack. G says Bitcoin has topped. I'm sure people who are into Ethereum will be super happy with that. Greetings from Reykjavik. Welcome. Matt looking for Cass. I wonder what we're going to find when we look at Cass. Let's see. Let's see what we get when we do Cass. Oh, look. Something that went up a lot that's done nothing. Nothing. Like, this was the be-all, end-all obviously, because it's going from 4 cents to 16 cents or 4 cents to 20 cents or however you want to measure it. But the simple fact of the matter is, this is supposedly some of the hottest tech out there. It has done nothing. Not only that, it has done nothing all year. It has done nothing all year. Here is a support shelf from prior resistance. Look, it's sitting there. Oh, look, they washed everybody out in the middle of the month. Oh, it's sitting on support. Oh, there's this like clever looking channel I drew with some Fibonacci math, and it's close to the bottom. I wonder what's going to happen to this. I wonder what's going to happen to INJ. Remember that? INJ is a layer 1 for finance, as I understand it. Dusk too. What do you think? What do you think is going to happen in this stuff when the market wakes up? Right? Steve J, Maple Finance. Steve J, the master of DeFi. Fade Steve on DeFi at your own risk. Okay, so okay, let's check Hidden Pivot first. There are multiple ways to look at these markets that are trying to extend themselves. Okay, so Maple obviously coming off after hitting a target at 27. Okay, so I think whatever short-term gratification you've gotten, you've gotten. That said, again, with pretty much every coin Steve wants to look at and half the coins in DeFi, you have this. So, okay, you get to your short-term target, and then you come back down, and then you got to go to like a 2-day or a 3-day chart. That's what I do with Aave, right? So you can maybe see the candles. Gee, look, you broke out of the top, and what did you do? You immediately came back down and retested it. This is going on all over crypto, everywhere. And this is like, again, you know, this guy was like, draw a trend line, grab a bag, get busy. It's a bull market. Right? You break out, you retest, boom. You don't even have to read the rest of the chart book. That's it. You break out, you retest, you go. Especially if it's a successful retest, and look at everybody falling over themselves to sell. They're falling all over themselves. Okay, MicroStrategy. Okay, somebody's mentioning MicroStrategy just to drive this point home hard. Equity market is closed today, but Galaxy Digital. Okay, this is how overdue Galaxy Digital is for some kind of rally. There should have been a spike here, and there should have been another spike. Nobody wants a crypto hedge fund at $13 when the all-time high is 44 because crypto's not going up. Remember the Financial Times stuff? Yeah. You're like, oh, gee, Bill, you're making that up. No, I'm not. It's right here in plain sight. HUT mining. Gee, no one wanted it down here when I first started talking about it at 7. At 11, you're going to tell me it's overbought. And I'm going to tell you that in 2023, not 2021, 2023, this stock traded at 18. It traded at 18. Okay, MicroStrategy. Okay, a little toppy on the daily chart, but how many times, and this speaks to the whole dip thing, right? You got a dip here. This was the Bitcoin ETF, right? This was sell the fact. Anybody remember sell the fact? Right? Sell the fact. No one wants MicroStrategy. Sell the fact, right? How did that work out? They dropped it to the 62% retracement, ran the stops below it, and then they mooned it. And then they did it again. I don't know. I don't even know what the catalyst was. Maybe it was just a general correction in crypto. Yeah. They rammed it right down to the 38% retracement. Again, when very simple, basic things are working in TA, it's a monster trend. It's a monster trend. Okay. Goldfinch, T-Bone, real world assets, getting into the speculative side of it. Okay. So Goldfinch, I get it. I'm charting it. By the way, this is the LimeWire equivalent in RWA. Like the speculative ones that I was like, well, you know, I don't really know what's going on here, right? I let them shake me out a little bit. I think I published this in Patreon. This thing just took off. Now, a lot, I call it the 1618 without going into the details. These parabolic cryptos have stopped at the 1618. It stopped the AI coins on the way up. But this is making a statement that RWA is going to spread out. And personally, even though I'm kind of getting hosed today a little bit, I'm kind of a big fan of Dusk. My trend line is not really working out. Or maybe they're just stopping me out. Okay. This is Dusk. The big technical point is 61 cents. Okay. Maybe I can draw. So that's the BlackRock rally. And look at that. It's sitting right on the 38% retracement. This is a fast finance layer one that goes in the RWA category. Remember what happened last cycle? You don't remember? That's okay. It was ETH, then it was Solana, then it was Avalanche, then it was Phantom, then it was Rose, then it was, it's like the layer ones went and went and went and went. And I don't know why this time would be different. They can all go as a group. How do you think Wall Street's going to get on chain? And do you really think there's going to be no future in AI for Ethereum? You got to start asking yourselves these questions. I heard somebody try and tell me Avalanche was dead the other day because it didn't have good meme coins. Now, Avalanche may or may not have good meme coins, but people, if they go after layer ones as a class, the way they went after Dusk, how does crypto market cap get to $3 trillion? You got to start asking yourself. Okay. Trisha looking for 0x, ZRX. Oh, that's against the euro. ZRX. Okay. ZRX getting smacked pretty hard. If I don't know what to do, I draw these fib retracement things. My guess with these things is when they take out the 38% retracement, they go to the 62% retracement. So if they break 102 the way it did here, right? It's kind of got shattered after it took out 38%. If you're looking to buy the dip, it's any approach of 75 cents is the 62% retracement. Maybe you let them sell it to you at a good price. It's down a lot today. Okay. Maybe this is just a day where they hit the market. Good. Good. Jess says the Avalanche Foundation is buying meme coins. Okay. 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 Routine Cheese is in the house. Welcome. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Checking for additional coins. Nick says WIF is moving. Let's go to live action. Let's go to live action. Oh my God. Look at this thing. Holy cow. People, like your 90-minute chart top. How long did it last? Listen, it is definitely not my job to tell you what to do with WIF. It is my job to tell you that this kind of stuff is a leading indicator of what the whole market can do. These things can lead markets. They can lead markets. It's a reflection of speculative assets. It's a view on rate cuts, and it's people who are not happy at the grocery store and people who just want to have fun and get paid. What is so wrong with that? What is so wrong with that? Okay. Don't let them shake you out. Please have a happy holiday. Enjoy yourself. Don't be shocked if you pick up your phone and something wild happens. It happens. Make sure that you do time in the market. The amount of time that you can have a position in crypto and hold it matters because you don't know what's going to take off at what time. Don't let them bore you out. Make them force you out or stop you out. Okay. And remember, what's the top altcoin for April? The ones that didn't do anything in March. We'll see you next time.